Hi guys, this is Vishal here from Trapcode. So in this video, we will understand about Subpage Component. Subpage Component is a component which you can use to basically create a section of a page so that you can refresh those section, add data and do all of things without reloading the page. So let's see how that can be done. So here I have a project. It has a collection called product and it has couple of products created. So it has couple of products created. Now let's say I want to create a flow where we create a product and then we list the product, we edit the product on the same page without creating any pop-ups or without redirecting the user to some other page. So let's see how that can be done. So what I'll do, first I'll divide the page into two parts. Okay, so I'll say a two column layout. The first part, I will just display the list of projects. So let's just display data table. You can display in form of cards or whatever format you like. So I'll just say list of products. This is how it is showing up. I'll remove this search bar. That's all. So let's say name of the product, manufacturing date, price, percentage, status. That's all. So let me preview. Okay, so this is how the product is looking. Now let's say I want to create a form here, and whenever user clicks to create a new product, it should create a new product. Okay, let's see how that can be done. I'll go here again. I'll draw a two column layout on top of this so that we put a button, or let's say a three column layout. Now I'll just drop a button, okay, or a link. It's completely up to you what you want to drop. So let's drop a button, button component. Okay. Now I'll change it to button and I'll say create. Okay. So a very basic layout. Now I want to bring the form dynamically to here whenever someone say create button, and this I want to do it from a custom component. Okay, because I can actually put a form here, but then it will be hard coded. I don't want it to be hard coded. I want to reuse this section for different purposes, which I'll show you in this video. Okay, so I'll just make this button right aligned. That's fine. Now let's go and build a sub page. Okay, so I'll go to my snippets and create add subpage. So this is the section from where you create that portion of a page which we are calling subpage. Okay, I'll say create product. I can give any name, so I'm just giving it subpage. Okay, and I'll say bind collection, doesn't matter. Okay, copy, doesn't matter. I'll say create. Okay, so I'm creating a subpage component and just have called it a create product. Okay, so the component is here. So now this will only contain what we need in that particular section. Okay, so I just need a form. So I'll go and drop a collection form product. Okay, and that's all. Now let's go and create an event. So I go to my event, add an event, create product on subpage. Okay, what we want to do. So we go to collection, we'll say save data. Which collection? Product collection. Okay, product created some error. Okay, we have created a very simple event which will create a product. Now, after the product gets created, I want to show a success message there in the page itself. Okay, that a product got created. So I'll just go and create one more sub page. I'll go to the snippet, create one more sub page. I'll show you why I'm doing it. Create product success, a sub page component. Yeah, I just want to display a success message. Let's go and use some, let's say I need, use this heading, product created successfully. And let's make it uh, center line, maybe bigger font, okay, some margin on the top, 25 pixels, some margin on the bottom. Okay, and maybe let's give some background. Let's say font color green, dark green. Okay, some background. We like that. Okay, something like this. Now I want to change the form, the create form, and show this message there. Okay, so I'll go to my event again, and I'll say in this snippet and model pop-up, I'll just show sub page. Okay, so here we are saying show sub page, but before that we need to give a placeholder that where you want to actually show the sub page. So let's go and do that. Okay, we have not yet done, we have not yet dropped the Subpage component. So let's drop it first and then we'll come back here. So let's say I want to display the form here, and I also want to display the success message here. So what I'll do, I'll go to my component and look for subpage component. So this is a subpage. I'll just drag and drop. So this is a placeholder. It does not display anything right away because the data will come dynamically. So it just place it. Okay. So I just give a title, let's say ID, page 111, whatever you want to give something. Okay, let's say by default I want to show the surface form here. So I say create, or I can even leave it blank. Okay, so I can leave it blank or I can show the form. So it's completely up to me. Okay, now let's go to event. So let's create one more event. So we want to create three events. One, we want to create that when someone click create subpage button or like create a product, the form should show up. That is one. Second, we already created when someone submits the form, it should basically save the product and display the success message subpage. Okay, so I'll say show create page form. I created an event, and what I want to do in this event, I'll just say show subpage. That's all. What I want to just display the subpage. So what is the page where I'm displaying? Product list page, and in which component? Subpage. Okay. In which particular? I want to say create product subpage. So on this particular page, at this particular place, that subpage component display this particular subpage. So the basic configuration which we have given. That's all. I'll go to the other event where we were creating the subpage. So what exactly I want to do? Save the data and then show the subpage. So I'll edit this. Where I want to show the subpage, I want to show on the product list page in the subpage placeholder which we displayed, and which one? The success message one, right? So now this is complete. So we came back because we have not created placed that placeholder to display the subpage here. Now let's go and bind the event to the button. So what I'm saying, this create product button should just display the subpage. So I'll say workflow event show create subpage form, right? So this is it. So as soon as I click this button, this form should come up. If I submit the form, a success message should come up. If I click this button, form should come up again, right? Without reloading anything. Okay, so I'll go here, reload this page. Okay, so by default, the form is here. So let's just create a product. Let's say product 5, percentage, some status, price. Okay, and I'll say submit. So as soon as I submit this, the form should just go away and a success message should come up without page refresh or anything. Submit. Okay, sorry, we have not binded the event to this form. So let's just go and bind the event. So I'll go to my form, which is create product subpage, and bind this particular event. So I'll go to the settings and bind the event, which is create product of some subpage, right? And let's remove this date field. I don't need it. Just need 4 of these options. Okay. So now reload the page. Okay, now let's create the product 5, some percentage, some status, some price. Okay. And let's just submit. So it has saved the product and shown me the success message. Okay. So let's go here and see if the product is here. So the product 5 is here. Now, if I create the product, the form should come again without page reloading or without anything. So I just say create product. You see the product form is here. I'll submit it and the form will keep coming. So this way you can basically reuse the section for multiple purpose. As of now, we are showing the form. Let's say we want to show the details of the product here on click of some of this button. So let's see how that can be done. So I'll go back here again. We'll go to the snippets and add one more subpage, which is for the details of this particular product. Okay, so as of now it is blank. So let me just copy something. I'll say just display the name of the product. So I'll go and create a subpage which is product details subpage. Now I will bind a collection because I want to use the product fields. Okay, and data from collection. That's all. Create a snippet. So it is created. Now let's go and just build some default page for product. Okay, I'll say name of the product. So I'll go to settings. Since the collection is binded, so we are getting this option get value from product. So I'll say just show the name of the product, which is fine. Let's drop one more component heading. Let's say just display the product price. Maybe this I'll make it a bit bigger. Okay, and let's display one more thing, more heading, and let's just display the protein percentage of the product, which is protein percent. That's all. Okay. So now a subpage component is created. Now what we want to do, we want to create an event so that on click of view button, this subpage should open up. Okay. So I'll go to my event, add an event. So product details subpage. Same thing. What I want to show, I say show subpage. Which particular subpage? Sorry, on which page? Product list page, where the subpage component placeholder which we place, and which one? Product details subpage. That's all. Okay. Now let's go and bind this event to a button. We'll go to product list page. Instead of delete, I'll just change it to, let's say, view, and change the button from danger to button. Okay. Now I'll go to the settings of this view button and bind that particular event which we have created. So it is show product details subpage. So what it will do, it will call that event, and that event will bring the product details page and display here. Okay, so let's go and reload the page. I'll just make this container 100% so that it is not, it will not take two like two row. So here it is. As of now, this is the default. If I click this create button, the form will come up again. But if I click the view button, it will basically show me the details of this particular product here in the subpage template which we have created. So I'll say view. So product 1 and 80 is here. 3 is here. I'll say view 4 is here. So I click any of the product, it will show me the details of the product, right? And if I click create product form, it will just load the product form. So it will basically call that particular subpage, whatever we have configured in the event. Now let's build the edit flow of this particular product here. So I say if I click edit, it should open the edit form. And after saving it, the product should get updated here immediately. Okay, let's see how that can be done. So I'll go here. Now let's create one more snippet, which is, let's say, edit product subpage. Okay, and I'll say a subpage type of a snippet for product, and everything else remains the same. Okay, now let's drop a collection form. Same thing, I'll go to my components, drop the collection form. Which form? Product form. Okay, an event we have not yet created, so we'll create an event and come back here. So I'll go to the event and let's create an event. Let's say update product via subpage. This is an event. What it will do, it will go to the collection and update the data. Okay, which product collection? Updated error. Now, what we want to do, once the product is updated, I want to refresh this table, right? So once I update it here, this table should refresh. So what we'll say, we'll go to the navigation and use the page refresh. Oh, sorry, refresh section. Okay. So I'll say which page, product list page, which component, the data table component. So this is the data table component which is coming up. Okay, and refresh. So basically, once you create any data, and these are the options whether you want to append the data in the beginning or in the end. So we'll leave it for now because we're just refreshing the table. So it will just reload the content of the table again. So this is one event to basically update. So, and we want to create one more event to open that particular edit subpage on the click of this edit button. Okay. So I'll say open edit product subpage. Okay. Very simple. I'll say in the snippets, I'll say show subpage. Which particular subpage on the product list page, the subpage placeholder, show edit product subpage. That's all what we want to do. Okay, so edit button will open that product form with a values pre-filled, and then you can submit the form and the product will get updated and the changes should get reflected immediately in the table. Okay. For that, what we do, we'll just go and bind the event to that particular form because when we created the form, the event was not there. So we created the event later. So let's go and just bind it and say update product via subpage. That's all. So this is also done. Now let's go to the product list page and bind the open subpage event to the edit button. So I'll go to the edit button here in the workflow event. I say open edit product subpage. So we have binded the event here and we have also binded the event to that particular subpage form. Okay, so I'll just reload the page. So this is the default data. Now if I click view, it will open the details here. Now if I click edit, it should open the form, the edit form. Okay, you see the product edit form is here. If I edit product 3 is here. If I click create product, product is here. If I click edit, the edit product is here with the data pre-filled. If I click view, so the view is there. So basically we are able to reuse this particular section for different purposes. Now let's go and just edit this product one. I'll say product 11111 percentage instead of 80, I'll say 81. Okay, status available and price, let's say 200. I'll just submit or update, right? It will save the data, shown the message, and refresh this table. You see the product 111 is here. We click view. Okay, so the updated product is here. Right, so if I create product, the form is here. If I say view, the data is coming. If I say edit, the form is coming in the pre-filled data. And I can also implement this flow where I create a product and the product should get added here. So for that, we have a refresh event. It will just append the data here. So this way you create a complete CRUD application flow, charts, graph, details page without taking users to a new page. Okay, let's do one more thing. I want to display, let's say, the list of users and the products here. So let's see how that can be done. Basically, I want to build a tab type behavior. Okay, so I'll just remove this table, remove this sub page. Let's say remove this also. Look for button. Product. Okay, and let's add more button or just duplicate this. Say users. Now what I want to do, if I click product, it should display the data of product. If I click user, it should display the data of users. And let's say I just make it 100% width. Okay. So now let's go and create two sub pages. One is product list page, one is users list page. I'll say sub page, product list, sub page. Solve. Go to the component, drop a data table, data group, whatever you want. Let's say get data from collection, all products. You can also apply filters as per your requirement. I'll just display product for now. Okay, same. I'll create one more sub page, which is users list sub page. Collection I don't need. Create. Go to the component and drop the table, data table for users. A data from collection, which collection? User collection. That's all. Okay. I don't need this filter, so I'll just remove it. So now we have created two sub pages. One is displaying the list of product, other is displaying the list of users. I'll go to the event and create two events, one to display the users, other to display the product. Okay. Say show users sub page create. Okay. Now we need to give the placeholder where actually we want to display this data. So I'll go to this page and just display the subpage component here, right? So that when we are in the event, we know where exactly to display this table. So just display the subpage component here. It's a placeholder, so it will be blank. If you want, you can give a default behavior. Then when this page load, show the list of products. Okay, now I'll go back to my event. In the show user subpage event, what I'll say show subpage on the page, which is product list page, which component, the subpage component, and which particular subpage to show users list subpage. That's all. I'll create one more event. Show products subpage. Same thing. I'll say show subpage, which particular subpage on the product list page, on that subpage placeholder, show the product list subpage. That's all. This is good. So we have created two events to show subpage. Now let's go to the page and just bind these two events to the buttons which we have created. We'll go to the product button and bind the event. I'll change it to submit. Okay. Because, sorry, I changed it to button because submit button do not allow you to bind an event, because in case of submit button, the event is binded to the collection form. So this is the product. I'll just show product, which is good. And the users, I'll change it to button. Here I'll say show users. Okay. Now let's preview this. So I'm creating a tab-like behavior where I click this, it will show me products. If I click this, it will show me users. So let's click users, showing me users. Okay. If I create product, showing me product. So you can create a tab behavior, you can create forms, you can create details page, you can create a lot of things without taking users to a new page, and everything can be done on just one page. That's the feature of Subpage. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.